Judd Trump getting us underway, and it's good afternoon to Neil Folds.
In general, with one or two exceptions, have held their ground.
Excellent opening red from Trump.
Judd Trump, wow.
Looking for his first ranking title, Neil, for 6.5 years.
Yes, his previous shot, he blocked the right side of the table. That's why Barry Hawkins had to go twice across successfully. He left a touching ball, though. And I think you were being kind with Barry, because he was very poor in the final and Karen wasn't a great deal better. 6 frames to 4 with...
And then a superb break of 73, which was by far from... He referenced a pink that he potted into the green pocket in that deciding frame as being... For Hawkins, it would be just his 4th. Didn't want to catch the jaw of the middle pocket, obviously.
But anyway, the shot he's played, it's not a great shot, though. I honestly think that for Barry Hawkins, after last year...
That was when he lost out to John Higgins in the final of the Welsh Open in 2018. But when he is on his game, as we know, he can be devastating. When he won, knocked out the world champion Luca Bracel.
He's such a solid... And this is the hardest part about the game, is the delivery of the cue through the ball. A little bit of rhythm in there as well.
23.
It just seems to me that occasionally he doesn't believe in himself.
The world finalist Mark Selby, and then...
Yeah, the positional shot hasn't helped him there. An exceptional safety. I seem to remember a similar thing happening to Ronnie O'Sullivan, 2012 German Masters.
Against Higgins in the decider. That was the kind of ball that he wasn't quite able... World Grand Prix, the Players' Championship and the Tour Championship. So it's so important.
It's a brilliant pot, isn't it? And as you could see, there was no... Play the brown instead.
Judd Trump, 1.
It's another good shot, and I think crucially...
It felt like a lot of Trump's snooker last season was loss of confidence, having not enjoyed the volume of victories that, of course, he did do in the wake of his World Championship win. But maybe just lost his way a little in terms of quite deliver.
At this stage, which is it appeared from the outside, and we were working on it to be a success, I felt.
22. Just
the way that he has taken the confidence from that John Higgins win. And
yes, I think the fact that he's come through matches where he's been in trouble will...
Whether he's trying to go into the 3 reds, it's a big target. Well, he's hit it hard enough, but he's put too much side on. And as a consequence,
Trump going for a hat-trick, of
Judd
course.
Trump.
Thicker than yeah, that's a terrific pot. And
Last time, he's trying it again. He's gone the other way. And again, he's missed the target. Shot.
Five. $14.
Should be okay.
$17.
And it always feels as though these tight frames count for a bit more than the frame itself, particularly in a final.
Deliberately. Now, this is the one then. And it's just
Right in the middle. A nice clearance from Barry Hawkins.
it never looked quite right, did it? I think good shot, but you expected him to get it, quite honestly. As good a chance it is, but with all these reds open.
9.
More frame thereafter. Karen Wilson only made one.
That's the way of the world in sport. You don't quite
17.
ever know what you're going to get. Yes, of course, his birthday is been ever present for many, many years. But it happens to most players at some point.
Yes, coming into this.
Losing to Jack Jones. Yeah, Jack Jones beating
41.
Ali Carter, great result. As I say, it didn't look so good for Barry losing to him at the time. But
I think that was the first challenge for him, wasn't it, today, to exercise the demons. And just didn't show up on the day, really, but he looks very determined. And it took 2 outstanding breaks for Hawkins to win it.
55.
yes, the escape out of the snooker from
Close to the plant, not quite.
be a good frame to win. Well, that's the one he really wanted, and Barry's going to try and put the yellow safe, which is just enhancing his hopes of winning the frame. A couple of snookers. It's a brilliant pot. His long game looks back to me.
Nine. $17.
Remaining reds, but that's always the
25.
You'd like to think that That's all he can do. Playing with right hand side, that's what he's tried. Oh, it's a good effort, very well done.
Sealed the frame for Hawkins, so this is exactly the start he would have been looking for. He would have been looking for today. A strong start, queuing well. This is their 15th meeting, remember. This is the rubber match with 7 wins apiece.
Well, close, which means the red doesn't come all that far away from the pocket. Maybe the best way for that to happen would have been for Barry to make the good start that we said he needed. Playing a safety shot here that's quite attacking. Oh dear, not hitting the...
He sat out the first frame.
Well, it was an absolute gift, wasn't it, to get this chance? I mean, he hadn't done anything to earn it, really, and yes, he got out of position very early, but there was seemingly some frustration. It looked that the shot he played was just a bit... He'd be delighted to... and he'll know that better than anybody.
14. Twenty-two.
Hand on the cushion rail. It's got a very sort of rhythmical way of striking the ball from there. He'd be very disappointed if he doesn't go on and get the frame one here, because the ball's still in pristine positions. Well now, what a miss.
Very hot. 1. Eight.
Judd Trump hasn't quite...
Well, it was a good shot. Just felt you would miss that, didn't you? It was that sort of a shot. He hasn't put this frame away, and he's had two...
Very Hawkins.
This is not fun to be playing out of. See which way he's trying to hit here. Well, he may have got it off, but he doesn't want it back.
He lost that skill a bit last season, but it seems to be back, and that was a terrific pot from Trump. Mess of that safety at the start of this frame, which looked as though it could be terminal. But Hawkins...
9.
I mean, that first time he was in, Hawkins, the blank that he overcut, is that going to come back to haunt him? Yes, it's early in the match. Got a great view of it. Goodness, that's close, isn't it? What a shot that is. Fantastic.
From anywhere on the table. And that one did not touch the sides.
An even better shot from Judd.
Well, it's that sort of moment of inspiration that can turn a session. And that will just emphasise in Barry Hall.
May not even get out of his chair. Looked pretty close, that one, but at one point. Good shot. Very good shot.
13 years before Higgins, he's been, and as mentioned, he's already made 12 this season. He didn't want that cannon on the red, though.
It cuts. It's almost a mini Steve Davis Black 80 in the 85 final, that one, wasn't it, that he missed? Well, I tell you what, if he's played this...
23.
Well, he's played up the table for the blue, but fortunately... Again, he's just not... Well, he's really in... Well now, after all those brilliant pots, look what he...
1.
Well, that was a good pod on the yellow, so... Another mistake, though.
Well, that's a brilliant shot. Very clean, wasn't it? The ball didn't... So now he's just in behind this red with the deals with it, because I think
Thank you.
he might have the angle here to just nudge the red out.
17.
Superb. Well, he's got to make sure that this one doesn't get away. Yellow, green, brown, blue. But so there's deceptively not much in it, but the mid-session interval, I don't think anyone could argue with that. He's been the better player.
Excellent balls. Pointed not to have a lead on the balance of play going into the interval, and he has got one. Session.
And even if Judd won all of the remaining frames, he's only 5-3, so only one of these two at 3-1. Always looked like it was going off that, putting a lot of daylight between himself and Judd if he could win this frame.
8.
Oh, that's such a good shot. If he's not on a red.
14.
Well, it was difficult, wasn't it, from there? This time he is top side of the blue, which... Well, it's
7.
okay.
Fifteen.
Well, you can take what's on in the middle of the table and get a... Which And then you're talking about quite a lot of points played. And that top one, I'm not sure whether it will go.
31. $39. $47.
Perfect moment to do so. A little nudge on the other red, and now it goes for sure. Good stuff, this. Nice break.
55.
Start to the second half of this opening session from Trump. A match he could have won in the end from a long way down. One more red to make absolutely sure.
He did against John Higgins. No, his long game was good. The first frame after the mid-session break. What's the plan? Yeah, nicely done.
$90.
And in the process became world number 1 for the first time back in 2012. Fabulous stuff. And look at that, it's taken well under 7 minutes. Judd Trump back with a bang then at the start. A ton in every match he's played. Knocked in 134 total clearance in the first frame. Hawkins replying with a century of his own. I think it did impact him, the way in which he lost. And as Neil mentioned, then lost to Jack Jones, albeit that Jones went on to
17.
just a big century to level the match, and then
20. $31.
Both players are playing like men who are in the... But his win last night against Mark Selby, I mean, followed it up with
47. $55.
small bunch of reds goes into the same pocket. Still a number of points on the table. Probably playing the one closest to his bridge hand. Down the cushion, although of course to make the century he won't need that red, so it's on his mind. Now he plays on it. No.
Oh, shame.
Is that a three-ball plant? It certainly is. He looked at it, he knew about it. It was on, but he swung it round for safety anyhow.
Judd Trump.
And as I said earlier, his long game appears to be back to me. I mean,
Eight.
even then, he's got the best angle on it to come down for the bottom red. Certainly given the way that these two appear to be playing, which is...
13.
Everything points to a close final. That's certainly been the way of the, including the last 4 wins.
It's good to see him playing better again, isn't it? You know, it wasn't a great season. By his high standards, that would not have been a particularly impressive return for some, which would have hurt him.
34.
Lost to Anthony McGill.
Slightly indifferent one, the Masters aside. Obviously, Neil Robertson
41.
didn't make a ranking final. Very much back this season, losing the tight one yesterday to Trump.
And the angle on the black to nudge into the 4 reds. Oh, that's very well played. So he's boiling up very nicely tonight, this session, and we don't know. I don't think if you're a snooker fan you want to miss this evening's session, because this is going to be a terrific evening's play.
UK time, 8 o'clock local.
73.
And whatever happens in, love to get out of it. Honours even, but even at 5-3 down, Barry Hawkins has found his best form this week.
81.
Well, the angle too. Oh, well, obviously he makes the break a little smaller, but looked good anyway.
3rd in the all-time list, only he had a 13-year head start on Trump.
98.
Whatever else he achieves. Remember, he's still only 34. Of his 4th ranking title, 6.5 years, remember, after his 3rd. And there's another one.
And that is his prime asset, I've always felt. When he won all those ranking events, just pre-pandemic, had life been normal, business as usual. As you say, Judd wouldn't have with his game, it seems.
17. $25.
Well, he played a straight screw there, no side on it, just to get on that red that's... all he had was one.
Looks good.
Well, he couldn't have done much more. You know, playing well. You know, the... Slide off a red or two on the black. Yeah, he wanted to just disturb that red little... Great effort. But... and hope. Think he's going to do it. Stand by your beds. I think sometimes those shots look reckless, but there is method in the madness.
Selbia got him with 59. Hawkins conjured a superb nerve. Didn't have a lot of choice just now with his shot selection. Time will tell whether that red that he's got glued to the...
From where he is, because he is going to need those reds, full stop.
13.
That's a good shot. That's perfect on the pink. That a lot of snooker to be played either way tonight, but
20.
from this pink. I'm not sure what this is. This is not going anywhere. Fair enough. Second prize, but he's still in the frame. So this next shot he plays, which is going to have to be a cue ball and object ball here.
There's the cue ball. Wow.
Didn't really look like Judd was going to miss anything. It was such a roll. The break broke down, and since then, still got work to do here. He's not perfectly on the yellow. Played that very neatly, didn't he? Well, this could be at the end of tonight, or not doing so. I mean, this just needs an angle.
He has not flinched when the chance has presented it. What a finish to the session of snooker again. Judd Trump came at him hard after the interval.